Good morning, good afternoon, good night, each and every one of you. I'm your host, Martin Labitoria, and we welcome you to this video presentation of the main theories of communication, focusing on the Semiotic Theory. Theories of communication. No matter how boring theories are, we must admit that this enables us to understand the root of a certain topic. Like for communication theory, it attempts to explain the production of information, how information is transmitted, the methods used to convey it, and how meaning is thereby created and shared. Have you ever wondered why black is used traditionally as the color of mourning in the most Western countries? Or why the eagle symbolizes strength and power in various societies? Semiotics may provide some useful insights to answer these questions. Leach and Unwugbuzi define semiotics as a science that explores the relationship between signs, including talk and text, and their intended specific meanings. Our actions and thoughts, what we do automatically, are often governed by a complex set of cultural messages and conventions, and dependent upon our ability to interpret them instinctively and instantly. In essence, semiotics is the study of science and of anything that stands or represents something else. The term semiotics is derived from the Greek word semeo, meaning interpreter of science, and tikos, meaning pertaining to. What do we call the experts of semiotics? Semioticians studies how signs are used to convey meaning and to shape our perceptions of life and reality. Semioticians also study how messages are used to influence people's behavior, such as when providing educational content in the classroom and when managing their emotions during times of crisis. Everyone is a semiotician because everyone is constantly, unconsciously interpreting the meaning of signs around them, from traffic lights to the colors of flags, the shapes of a car, the architecture of buildings, and the design of a cereal packet. Within the context of Berger and Luckmann's grand theory of social constructionism, the ST model consists of three concepts: a construct and a proposition that signs that convey precise context can trigger appropriate responses from an intended recipient as shown in the figure in your screen. The semiotics model consists of three main concepts. The first concept is sign. According to de Saussure, a sign is composed of both the form it takes in physical reality, called a signifier, and how it is conceived or interpreted by its viewer, the signifier. A sign must have both. It is the integrated whole that results from the combination of the signifier and what is signified. A sign can be manifested in many ways, including sound, smell, and body language. The second concept is context. According to Saussure, in semiotics, context refers to those aspects in a conversation or interaction that provide relevant and specific meaning to the exchange that is occurring. This enables the recipient in this exchange to make a proper sense of the interaction and derive the intended meaning from it. The third and final concept is meaning. In cognitive semiotics, Zladev proposes that meaning is the relationship between the recipient of a sign and their personal experience of the world around them. This means that meaning is created when the recipient makes sense of the sign by connecting and interacting with their surrounding reality. As I have mentioned a while ago, the semiotics model proposes that a sign, when provided with a precise social and cultural context, can convey the sender's intended meaning more effectively, and thereby increase the likelihood of promoting an appropriate response from the recipient. This means that a sender should pay close attention to providing relevant and adequate context when using visual cues or illustrations to ensure that the recipients understand the sign's intended meaning clearly. By providing such context when sharing visual messages, the sender can enhance the recipient's comprehension in response to the information they receive, whether they are participating in a lesson or being asked to complete a particular request. Convenient, right? Therefore, semiotics emphasizes the importance of providing appropriate social and cultural context for a communicant so that the message does not get lost in translation. It also helps people to think deeply about the meaning that is attached to colors, images, sounds, and events, and to consider how perception may have been predetermined by people and other external factors. Once again, I'm Martin Labitoria, and this is Semiotic Theory.